What's up? Eva, you're not with me right now, so I figured I would just kind of record a video because I've been playing Minecraft for about the past 2 hours, and I was like, why not record me doing it and upload it? Because Eva's like forcing me out of my comfort zone, you know? So I figured like it could be like a little podcast with some Minecraft gameplay in the background. This is like literally for you, Eva, so you can watch it while you're like doing homework or like cleaning or like whatever, because I got you. I'm your personal YouTuber. So I wanted to get started with some Minecraft. Let's see, can I get it to load? Can I get it to load up? Would be great. Why is it not loading? 1 sec, guys. Alright, we're good to go. We're back. And, yeah, I'm not really sure. Oh, I bet you I need to put my headphones in. Oh my god! Okay, alright, so it should be plugged in. And I'm just gonna get started playing because my goal actually kind of was to just kind of get started on a storage room that I'm building. I've built this in previous worlds. It's the one like by Shultcraft. It has like 7 million views. It's like super popular. Um, so I was probably thinking about doing that one just because I absolutely love it. I've used it before and it works perfect. So I'm probably gonna do that one, but I think it's like 12,000 or yeah, like, sorry, 1,200 chests. So in order to be able to do this one, I'm gonna have to get going on the grind, and get some serious wood going. So that's kind of what I was just sitting here doing, and I was thinking, and I was like, I could just sit and talk. And something that I was actually thinking about while I've been playing is how Minecraft, like, what? Okay, sorry. I freaking hate ads. But anyway, so I was just thinking, and I was like, I think the difference between what Minecraft is now and what Minecraft used to be is just, it appeals to a lot of different people, I think. But I know for me personally, like, the appeal of Minecraft being this, like, I don't know, like this updated thing with so many different, like, complexities and things to do, it kind of sucks, honestly, just because I know that so many people, like, absolutely loved Minecraft and what it used to be just for the simplicity. I don't know if that makes sense, but I know that me personally and a lot of people that I know like mainly played Minecraft because it was so simple. Like if you think back to like at like 2012 when it came out first on the Xbox 360, it was like this sandbox game where you could do absolutely anything you wanted to do. And it was just like the possibilities were freaking endless, and I feel like that's something that a lot of people were drawn to. And Minecraft is timeless, and the reason that it's timeless is because of the fact that it's just one big giant sandbox where it appeals to like literally every single genre. You can do anything you want in Minecraft, like any genre of game. But I think with all the new updates that are coming, like it's just been really hard. I know that a lot of them are bringing a new audience in for the game and stuff like that. But I know for me personally, like it's been hard to get behind all these new updates just because like I think I mentioned this in the first video that Eva and I did, but it like the Caves and Cliffs update, like personally, like I just cannot get behind that. I don't know what it is. Like I love the idea of expanding, the bottom level all the way down. And I love the idea of updating caves because we desperately needed it. But I feel like they executed it in such a way that completely altered like what the base of the game originally was, which for a lot of people again was the simplicity aspect and the fact that you could just mine 64 down, and like for me it was the fact that I could strip mine like as I pleased, like all the way down, you know what I mean? Like I had these giant mines that I would just walk through and they were completely bare, and like my game wouldn't even load so far out because I had a crap PC and my range was really far down. But you know what I'm saying, right? Like I feel like they just kind of changed it and they're adding all these updates, and I think all the updates with all the animals and the new mobs and stuff are cute, but they're adding so much that it just feels like they're adding so much that it's taking away from what the game really was marketed as in the beginning for the simplicity. And I don't know if we're all just grown up now or if the fact that we all know how to play so well now is like changing our outlook on it. But my favorite freaking thing is just like remembering back to the time when I would load up a Minecraft game on my Xbox 360 or my PS3, and it would be like the first night, and I would have no idea how to play. I had no idea what to do, and I'd be like walking around, and the sun would be going down, and I'd be like, shit, like, what am I supposed to do? Because I didn't know, you know what I mean? And like, the concept of zombies and skeletons coming out in the night was really freaking. I think like a prime example of that was like, I know that back in the day, the one that I watched specifically was Stampy. I know that I watched a lot of Dan TDM also, but like Stampy was like, his Lovely World playlist was like what I grew up on in terms of Minecraft gameplay. And I just remember watching him, and like the first episode was just him like freaking out because it turned night and he didn't expect it, and all these mobs came out. All these mobs, I say, when it was like a creeper and a zombie, you know what I mean? But I just remember that feeling of like absolutely raw terror because none of us knew how to play, and it was just new and it was exciting, and you were just walking around with like a pork chop and a stick, and that was like the extent of your knowledge of how to play the game. And I think like half of it has to do with the fact that we all know how to play now. And so, you know, we know how the game works. You know, we've seen the speed runs that people do. Like, people have mastered the game that is Minecraft, which is interesting because it's not really like I said, it's a sandbox game, but you can still, there's a certain point where you can master it and speed run getting to the Ender Dragon and stuff like that. And people release tips and tricks on how to get stuff, and I can't tell if it's us evolving and learning how to play the game, or it's kind of the fact that Mojang, not even Mojang, I don't even know what happened with that whole thing, but, and like Windows or Microsoft and like it buying, I don't even know what happened, but I think like the fact that a lot of new things are being added is just kind of like convoluting the game and making it not even harder in a way, but just more complex with aspects that I know that I definitely wasn't even thinking about. Like, I know that the first update that really kind of bugged me was the Caves and Cliffs update, and not because I didn't want like a Caves update or anything like that, but just because I just remember being like, they made the levels so freaking low. One sec. Hey y'all, sorry about that. I'm not sure where my train of thought was for that, because it's been about 20 minutes. But yeah, I think basically what I was trying to touch on is just overall that Minecraft is just, it's such a timeless piece. And it's so wonderful in the way that you can do whatever, whenever, and I think the fact that it's so simple that players don't get overwhelmed when they join, because, I mean, it's a block game, like, it's, you know, it's not that complex, it's not that hard to learn, which makes it really beginner friendly, but I do think the more that they add, the more that it becomes less beginner friendly and less simplistic, and I think that's, like I said, a lot of the part that players are drawn towards. But yeah, right now I'm just trying to get enough wood so that I can build the storage room that I was talking about. It's actually pretty extensive. I really love it. Like I said, I built it before. But for that, I think you need, like I said, 1,200 chests. So actually, I'm going to bring these back. And I'm going to see how many I can make. Because I think it's going to be a ton. But let's see. Maybe not, just maybe not nearly enough. So definitely wood hunting is going to be what I'm doing for the next while, but I suppose that's something else I wanted to touch on, is that I feel like the thing with Minecraft is something that I think is really interesting, is I see all these videos all the time, like, on my recommended that are like, how to not get bored while playing Minecraft, and like, how to continue playing Minecraft survival mode without getting bored, and like, stuff like that. And I think it's really interesting that we have to resort to, like, how to stay motivated to play Minecraft when, you know, it's, you know, I just think it's interesting because I agree, like, there will be days where I just, like, I haven't played Minecraft seriously in, like, almost 3 years, you know, quarantine was definitely the peak of my Minecraft career, but I think, you know, there's, like, just a very big amount of time where there's a lull, and I'm like, I don't have anything to do, you know what I mean? Like, I open the game and I just kind of look around and I'm like, I don't know what I would really do. But I think that it's such a self-driven aspect of it that I think a lot of people might also be like shy away from that too, because I know that, like, there are tons of sandbox games where you can do whatever. Like, I remember when I was younger, like, Lego World was something that was getting, like, popular, I guess, when I was younger. I don't really know if it was popular, but anyway, like, my dad got it for me, and I was playing, and I just remember being like, okay, but, like, what's the point? You know what I mean? Because I played for, like, a few hours, and I just remember kind of just not playing anymore because I was like, I don't really understand what I'm supposed to do. You know what I mean? There weren't really, as far as I can remember, there weren't any missions or anything like that. And so I got bored pretty quickly, but I think that's the difference with Minecraft, is that you can do so many things in so many different ways that, you know, at least for a good amount of time, it's hard to get bored. I know that after you play for years on end and stuff like that, it definitely gets a little daunting to open your survival game and look at it and be like, okay, well, what now? Like, I know we've all been there. But I think that Minecraft just has this aspect of it that's so individualized that you can just do whatever, you know, and so I think that's really cool. But, Minecraft is definitely something that I don't think is gonna die. Like, it came out, like, 2012, like, that, like, it's officially been a decade. Well, oh, that's not true. It's 2024! Oh my gosh, that's something else that needs to be touched on, the 2020 effect, about how everyone's time, like, perception of time is just completely warped because of 2020. It's like, time just kind of stood still at 2020 and somehow is flying by, you know, because it's already 2024. But, it's okay, it's been a decade and 2 years since Minecraft was released, and it is still, like, one of the most popular, if not the most popular game ever. Like, I genuinely try to think of a game that is more popular than Minecraft, and I fail to come up with one. I know, like, for a little bit there, like, Fortnite was a contender, but that was, like, I don't even know what that was about. That was a very interesting moment. But, you know, I think in terms of the long term, like, we look back in the popularity of games, and I think that Minecraft has always kind of had that steady hold on the majority of the population. And I don't really, I think there's so many different things we could say about why Minecraft does that, or how it works, or what makes Minecraft so perfect, but I really just think it is a perfect game. I know that there's, like I said, there's a lot of the updates that are going on, but, like, yeah, what's up? Anyway, we're back again. But I know there's, like, a ton of people who agree that, you know, Minecraft is kind of losing that simple aspect, especially with all the new updates. But, like, I'm sure there are tons of people who love it. Like, Minecraft, like, again, with it being timeless, like, there are people who will enjoy it, like, no matter what they do to change it, you know what I mean? And I think that, especially, like, early on, if you think about it, really, there were tons of, like, modded Minecraft Let's Plays, you know what I mean? Like, I never actually was one of the people who watched those. I was more, like, on the vanilla side of Minecraft, but I think there were a ton of, like, modded Let's Plays that people grew up on, really. And I think that just goes to show that, like, while some people love the simplicity of it, some people really do want that complex, like, aspect of having either, like, a story mode or, like, tons of different, you know, mobs being added, or whatever the kind of drive is for having those different types of mods. I think that Minecraft is, like, something different to each person who plays it. And I know that for me, Minecraft has always been, like, that game where you can grind and get that, like, achievable, you know, end. And I know that it's not really an end, but it's, like, there's a path you can take to, you know, get to the quote-unquote end. And I'm not sure how most people play it. Like, I know that Eva and I, when we play, like, definitely very specific roles come up. Like, I know that we used to play with someone who built a lot, and so they would build, like, the majority of our structures, and then Eva would just kind of play to have fun. Like, it was one of those things, like, she agrees, like, the simplicity of it, like, the do whatever you want, like, there wasn't, she's explained to me, like, there's not a rush to beat it for her, so that's what makes it enjoyable. And I agree, but I also, part of me, like, loves the, like, oh, that's a beehive. I did not even see that. That's the other thing. Let's go off topic really quick. I have no idea how beehives work. Like, I have no idea. Lightning. No, I have no idea how they work. I have no idea how to get the honey. Like, it was just part of that set of updates that I never got around to understanding, and I feel like the people who stayed on top of all the updates, like, yeah, I'm sure, like, Minecraft is great, but I unfortunately didn't ever take the time to read about the updates or follow along. And so a lot of the things that are in the game right now are just completely foreign to me. Like, I have absolutely no idea what they're about, and, like, a lot of the things, like, even as simple as honey, I'm just like, I don't even know where to start, like, getting it or acquiring it or what they do. All I know is that bees will get mad if you hit them. Like, that's the extent of my knowledge, so I really think it depends. But yeah, like I said, Eva really plays just to enjoy the not rush to grind and beat the game and stuff like that. But I love the kind of tycoon aspect of it, of like, not really tycoon, but like, you know, grind set. Gotta have that grind set to get better and be on the grind. And, you know, I used to spend every single day in any single game that I played, any single Minecraft save that I had, I would spend in the mines, just strip mining. Trying to get the most diamonds as possible, getting the most resources, because the mines were really where you did that. And after the Caves and Cliffs update, I just remember being like, I don't want to be down here anymore. Like, there's not, and like, honestly, that's what's kind of holding me back in this world right now, is that I would be down in my mine right now, like mining, but I don't have that want anymore since the Caves and Cliffs update, only because in order to be able to get through like the majority of the cobbled deep slate down there, like you have to have like a netherite pickaxe. It has to be like probably using a beacon, and it's like, I could get there, but it's so much, they made it so much more difficult to get there. You know what I mean? Like, I think that because I was so used to just being able to strip mine for a really long time and get a ton of diamonds, now that they've made it harder and they've made the huge caverns, like, that's something else. I'm not sure how I feel about those, just because they kind of create this aspect of, oh, like, you're not gonna sit there strip mining, like, you're gonna explore these caves. And I know, like, my dad, when he plays, he absolutely loves the update, because he loves just exploring and getting lost in those caverns. But that's something that I don't enjoy. Like, I don't enjoy getting lost in my Minecraft saves. Like, whenever I go exploring, I always bring a compass, and I'm always making sure that I get back. And I don't enjoy, you know, getting lost down the caverns, especially if I revisit them, because I'll go down there and I'll have torches that are supposed to, like, light my way, to let me know, like, where to go and how to get there and stuff. And if it turns out that I get down there and the torches, I've just lit up the place to, you know, prevent mobs from spawning, I have no idea what path I took to get there, because it was just in place to keep the mobs from, sorry, the baby zombie distracted me, but the torches are in place to keep the mobs from spawning, and so I don't actually have a clear path to get back, and a lot of it just, you know, it's so open and so expansive that a lot of it just ends up looking the same, and I get lost. And honestly, it's probably a skill issue, but I feel like a lot of people agree on that aspect, so I'm not sure. It's not like me saying anything, like, my opinion means absolutely nothing in terms of, you know, the quality of Minecraft or anything like that, but I think it's an interesting conversation, just because, like, especially since, you know, older generations, like, they don't even, technology is a whole other conversation, but, like, the concept of gaming and games is so interesting, because older generations just, they've never seen anything like it, you know, especially, like, the older generations, and so they don't even know where to start, you know what I mean? And I know there's a ton of, like, older generations who actively play video games and stuff, but, like, I know my grandma, like, she just doesn't really see the appeal, because it doesn't make sense. Like, the whole idea of a virtual world just doesn't really make sense to her. And I feel like it's something that we as a generation just kind of grew up on, and it turned into, like, what we know. And when you grow up on something like that, like, it just all kind of makes sense. Like, you could open up any computer and know what the keys on the keyboard mean, and what the applications mean. Like, you know what Chrome is, you know what Microsoft Edge is, like, stuff like that. It's just kind of pre-built in because of how we were raised in our generation. And I feel like that is definitely not something that happens, like, my grandma needs help checking her email, you know what I mean? Because she doesn't know how to get in. And I feel like it's just so interesting that video games are this offshoot of technology and what we've done, and we create these, you know, these blocked games for people to do as they please in terms of, you know, gaming lifestyles and alternate realities, or whatever you want to call it. And I think it's an interesting conversation. But, okay, let's see. I absolutely hate when creepers blow up an area, because they never leave enough dirt to fully patch it, so you gotta, like, go and steal some from somewhere else. And my inventory's full. Fantastic. But yeah, like, the reason that I'm building this storage unit, actually, is because I officially have become bored with this world. Like, there's really, I don't know what else to do. Like, I know that there's things for me to do, and those things include going down to the mines and going down and, you know, going to the nether and getting netherite and all that type of thing, but my problem is, like, I have no excitement for that at the moment anymore. And so, like, the want to go down there and strip mine just isn't really there anymore because of the new blocks and the caverns and stuff like that. So, I was like, I need something to do above ground that's, like, beneficial. And so I figured I'd do the storage unit because it's fully operated by redstone and stuff, and it, like, you can put it in a chest and it'll sort it to the correct chest. It's really cool. But I feel like that's an interesting topic, how we kind of lose interest after a while because we feel like we've done everything, or we've, you know, hit the point that we just don't know what to do in Minecraft anymore. But yeah, so let me chop down this tree and see how much wood I have, because it is 12:05 a.m. and that's not very late for me, but I do have to get up tomorrow morning and I have to go to work. So that's not what I want. I click too fast. I get clicker happy and I just accidentally make stuff that I don't mean to make. Okay. I actually cannot do math, so we're gonna pretend like I know how many chests I have and pretend like this is enough. It's not enough. But I'll count it up in a minute and see how we're doing. Let's see, put these away, put this away. Yeah, I'm actually really thankful that Eva, you know, kind of pushed me to do this, because I love the idea of doing it her and I, because it's easy, because it just ends up being her and I talking, you know, and we just kind of fall into that, you know, into that rhythm that we have where we just talk about random stuff and play games, you know. But I think doing it on your own is a completely separate thing, because you have to keep talking, you have to keep, you know, saying things, and I've never done that before. So it's definitely a different experience, but she was telling me about how she would be completely willing just to watch these when she's doing something, and we joke, like, that I'm her personal YouTuber, but it actually, like, is the reason that I'm doing this, because I was sitting here playing for, like, an hour before I even hit record, because I was like, I don't want to do it, like, it's just gonna add stress to me. Did I just strip that lock? I hate when I do that, it looks so ugly. But, like, it would just, like, add unnecessary stress of trying to commentate while I'm playing. But I think Eva telling me that she would watch it is actually, like, what pushed me to do this, so that's why I'm doing it. But I do think that I'm gonna head off very quickly, because I do indeed have work tomorrow, and if I don't start winding down now, I'm gonna get sucked in, and next thing I know it's gonna be 4 a.m. and I'm gonna have to get up in 2 hours, so I think this is good for now. This is definitely a lot of chests. I don't actually know how many that is, but we need like 1,200, and then the other materials include, like, I'm not actually sure, wait. The other materials include, so spruce planks, and then stone bricks, spruce slabs, spruce logs, stone brick stairs, stuff like that. So it's just going to be a bunch of grinding, I think. And also the thing I think that is exciting about recording right now is that when school starts up again, like, recording is definitely not going to be an option for me. I'm not going to have any time for that. So I think doing it now, and I think that's another reason that I force myself to hit record and just talk about nothing for exactly 23 minutes and 35 seconds, is because, like I said, once school starts up again, I'm not going to have time, so I might as well make something and shove it up on YouTube while I can, just because it's fun to make these memories. Like, I was so scared to put these up on YouTube just on the off chance that someone that I know would find them or whatever, and I think the thing that I'm realizing, especially since it's the new year and stuff like that, is it's not for anyone else. Like, I don't want this to blow up. Like, it won't, but I don't want it to either. Like, I don't want it to get views or whatever, because it's just kind of like a time capsule, I think, for Eva and I think that's really awesome that we're gonna get to see, like, it's gonna be on the internet forever, you know. Digital footprint is real, and I think that's actually something that I'm really excited to see, because when I'm older and I have kids, I can be like, look what I did in my childhood. Like, I sat and I played video games. Like, whether that's cool or that's lame, like, I actually ended up finding my old YouTube channel from when I was like 7, and I have 3 videos up, and one of them is me playing on my PS3, like, the pre-made Minecraft, like, Hunger Games that was on there, And I just think it's hilarious because it was really special to me, and I thought that it was so cool that I was like a little YouTuber and making a little channel. And I think that me doing this now is just kind of healing some part of me from when I was younger, you know? Just because it was like not always a dream of mine. Like, it's not like I wanted to be famous or anything, but the idea of being a YouTuber, being a Twitch streamer has always been something that I've been interested in. And now that I have the PC to handle it, like, it's definitely fun to be doing, even if I'm talking to just Eva. Speaking of which, hi Eva, I hope the sleepover is going good. I'm really tired and I should probably go to bed, but here I am, still chopping trees. See, that's the thing that I'm saying, though. Like, Minecraft is just so addictive in a really weird way where, like, you could be doing the same thing for an hour, which is, like, chopping trees. And it's cathartic, and it's enjoyable, and, you know, you get something out of it, which I'm not really sure what, but it's very interesting. You can get caught up in the little virtual reality that is Minecraft, I think. But, alright, I think that's it for me. I think I'm good to go. My jungle trees have grown. So I think that's it. I think I'm good. I think I'm gonna head off here. So yeah, Eva, when you see this, if I choose to upload this on YouTube, that is, I hope it's enjoyable. I hope you enjoyed listening to me ramble about nothing and everything all at once. So yeah, that's it. Hopefully I find the courage to do this again. All right. Have a good day, good night, good evening, wherever you are, whatever you're doing. Peace out.